Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin, a delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic, now the game itself. Things already rolling.
There's the header! And he's really put himself on the line here.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He's there to hit it!
Not a bad try by any means.
That's an imaginative pass. Rashford unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passes coming off in quick succession here, and he was quick to react. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Rashford. Pedri, nicely weighted ball, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And it's Musa. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. The pass has gone astray. Sulemana. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
It's this guy, De Ketelaere, who'll be providing the creative spark here, Peter. He's more than capable of finishing moves off as well, so don't be surprised to see his name on the score sheet come the final whistle.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
Now it's Yamal, and they can counter here. And here's Gavi. Rashford.
Can he finish? Oh, that's fabulous! A finish of true class! The first significant strike.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Sulemana really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Yamal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Bernal looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And it's Musa. Approaching the half-hour mark.
Atalanta really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Drives it in.
Musa. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Barcelona really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Yamal gets on his bike and on the move. Costa.
Atalanta truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And the Ketelara. Ederson.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Araujo attempts a clearance. Fernandez. And the pass is intercepted. Knocks it into space. Well timed, excellent interception. Passing nice and neat. Costa. That's very neat. Balde clears.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
So what can they make of this? Oh, good read. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Atalanta trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. On to business again.
Atalanta can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Ederson is onto it in a flash. De Roon.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Well read, and the danger is averted. De Ketelara. Costa has the space to scheme. Atalanta have their third corner. Balde getting this one clear. Back when it goes. Tries one from range. And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Tries to play it through. And he's picked it up out wide. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Musa. Can he get it through? He's free, he has got space. It's Rashford! Sensational from Rashford! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
The Rhone, distributed tidily. Zappacosta. And De Ketelaere. Quality ball. And it's De Rhone. Little pass back. Musa plays the ball back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Viene sostituito con il numero 8. Attenzione, un cambio.
Keeper's dealt with that. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. They're up to 5 corners now. No, that's been intercepted. Atalanta perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, that's a key interception. De Rhone. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Spread out to the left. He has found the way through. Ferran Torres. De Rhone. Jim City defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Great vision. Oh, well played.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's well spotted. And he's had it nicked away. And he ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. That pass isn't the best. And he's intervened well there.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Ederson. Pasalic. Now Ederson. That is good alertness. De Ketelaere. De Rhone. Jim City.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
Now it's Ferran Torres. That has been cut short. Ederson. This is a promising build-up. This looks promising.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
The new Balance Arena is ready for action. The blue and black... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. To Ketelara! Superb from Charles de Ketelara!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very...
It's Rashford!
That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
We're looking at opportunity. Oh, that's well spotted. Darun. Baka. To Ketelara. Cross to the back post.
And it's hoisted clear. And here's the chance to counter.
Oh, that's a key interception. Bernal, played out towards the right wing. Pass somewhat off target. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
De Ketelara.
Darun has created one goal already.
And here's De Ketelara. Can he get it through? Bernal deals with that comfortably.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Atalanta clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Pedri. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, such a clever touch.
Rashford! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, there's a probing ball. Fernandez.
Jim City did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Opts for safety. And he opts to go forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Gavi. And he's quick to snatch. He's going for goal! Smashing save, really good save that.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Cross in, looks like a good one. Zappacosta getting this. He's having a pop! That is great from Gavi! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the comeback is complete. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness.
Oh, good effort! that's a good finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So again, we have parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is third.
He's had a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
De Ketelaere.
Il quarto uomo indica
Steps in, and the whistle goes for half-time. Atalanta are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. Back on the way then. Pedri. No, that's been intercepted. Fernandez. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good spread. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Rashford. Great vision. Oh, what a ball! Atalanta needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Rashford gets flagged offside. And the keeper's given it away. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that's fabulous!
Surprise, surprise, who else? The ideal time and the ideal man to do it. This is going to liven up the second half.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Goes for a shot! Oh, super goal! About as smooth as it gets. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination.
He leaps for it. Goal, Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Barcelona have their lead. He's shifting through the gears here. A lot. It's Rashford! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Sulemana really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Floated through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Atalanta really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Musa gets across to intercept that. Shot could be on. He's having a shot! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And it didn't take him long. And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Ederson. De Roon. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Yamal. Good, strong midfield running here. And he has been fouled there. He'll fancy himself from here. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Has a look and place it forward. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Musa. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. It's a pretty loose pass. And that pass just didn't quite work. Casado running with the ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Lovely pass, but... And a chance! Zappacosta attempts a clearance. And the referee brings it to a close. Atalanta did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Atalanta desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
So we're very much on the way now. Out of play for a throw.
Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think...
Francesco Esposito! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barella. Zielinski. There's a searching pass. And he's there to get it away. Oh, super ball! And he was alert to it.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Sommer sends that a long way. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, nice one too, very nice.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Zielinski.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
So it is still 0-0. Barella. He's found a way through.
He leaps for it!
Goal! Inter!
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the bot...
Yamal! In he goes again. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Barella.
Barella.
Plenty to aim at here.
Pedri. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Barella. Thuram.
Look, it's a great chance!
Francesco Esposito finds himself offside. It's a pretty loose pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Fernandez is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, terrible mistake! Zielinski looking understandably energised after his goal. Fernandez. Now it's Gavi. Zielinski. Mkhitaryan. Driving on and making good progress. Barella engages and forces him off the ball. Bout of passing here, really. It's Mkhitaryan! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allowed the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
Bernal. And here's Pedri. Yamal! And he nearly went all the way.
That was really positive from him. He was far too good for those defenders and nearly scored a cracker. Inter really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
He's got away. Spread it left. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Yamal, nicely weighted ball, and he's worked it through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zielinski, Thuram, Mkhitaryan, takes a shot! Pedri, nicely spread.
They'll want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And it's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Inter Milan come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Inter Milan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we are back on the way. Inter Milan currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Tries a shot! It's a goal! Barcelona are back in business. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
No, that's been intercepted. And it's Barella. Rashford. And he plays one through. Yamal. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Koundé has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Gavi does really well to win the ball there. He's in a great position here. Zielinski to Barella. Francesco Esposito. Pedri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Rashford. It's Rashford! Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Numero 9 viene sostituito con il numero 14.
And we have our very first corner. João Cancelo goes short. Lopez with terrific effort! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And it's De Jong. Now this could be a chance. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Picked up Yamal! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Lamine Yamal has reacted in utter shock here for it.
Shapes to shoot! And he's taking no chances there.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now, can they get him away? It's a threatening ball. Ferran Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, it's come loose. That'll be a throw-in.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 94. Lascia il campo per il numero
Looking to
10.
play him in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Ferran Torres. Over to the right flank. Zielinski.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dumfries cuts out the pass.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lopez aimed beyond the defence. Real chance! And that's a sharp finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity.
And that is that. Inter Milan, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, Federico Di Marco is someone I consider to be an elite fullback. Even in Italy, where defending is an art, he's brilliant going in both directions, and he's got an impressive assist tally, and he's got solid defensive numbers too, so he really does make that left side his own, whether he's at left back or as a wing back.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Francesco Esposito receives it in a good position here.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
And it's Zielinski.
Seleksi! Goal! Inter!
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So,
Shoots! And that's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
a very good try, in fact.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Pedri. Gavi.
Barcelona definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
João Cancelo. Now Fernandes. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
Rashford had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And the shot! It's a loose ball. Sommer trying to keep this in. And now they can spring out of defence. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Thuram. He's looking wide. And that is expertly dealt with. Fernandes.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's in a great position here. Dumfries. Zielinski. This is a promising build-up. Zielinski. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Bernal, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rashford. Sommer punts it upfield. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Fernandes, Pedri, Bernal, Zielinski, given the lift of his goal. Oh, good. Bernal with the slide tackle there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Looking tidy in possession here. And it's Mkhitaryan. The referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Driven in. Barella. Now it's Thuram. Balde kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Thuram. He'll try from distance!
Oh, he has leathered that. Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Yamal. He's on it, can he get away?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Mkhitaryan. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Closing in on goal. And it's made its way to him. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Gavi. Zielinski. Now he's off and running. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Thuram. Fernandes. Oh, good spread. DiMarco does well not to be outdone there. And it's Barella. Some really good... Big chance! Looking to play him in. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Yamal, that has been cut short. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. DiMarco. And here's Mkhitaryan. Looking for a runner.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Mkhitaryan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Rashford. Barella. Pedri. Over to the right flank. Now there's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Now it's Thuram. He shifted it to the flank. Thuram. And it's DiMarco. Some intricate passing. Shot! Surely! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Numero 22, numero 9, numero 94. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14, il numero 10, il numero 47.
Barcelona can make their change now with a break in play. Well read, nice interception. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal.
And can he finish it? Inter Milan look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's intervened well there. 2 minutes to be added on. Kubasi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, such a clever touch. And there goes the final whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. DiMarco claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So a game of thrills and tiny margins.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big shoots! It's hit the upright.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So, a breakthrough already.
Fernandez. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Zielinski. Barella. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Now it's Yamal.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And smartly reclaimed. Not the most accurate pass. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Esposito. Played out wide. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. Bisek calmly anticipates. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's got away from him. He's having a shot! And that's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Impressive job. Oh, off the bar. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
He probably had a good view of it as well, Peter. Obviously, an inch or two lower, and that's in the back of the net.
Mkhitaryan. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Inter Milan find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Aimed beyond the defence, and he was quick to react. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Thuram. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Time and again they are repelled.
Now it's Thuram, and it's Zielinski. Zielinski. That's a good run down the left. João Cancelo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Rashford. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Yamal. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. That's a sharp pass. Couldn't squeeze it through. Fernandez. Now it's Yamal. DiMarco
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Barella. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Rashford. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Esposito.
Ci sarà un minuto di
Francesco
recupero.
Esposito gets on his bike and on the move. Looking for the run, and he's worked it through. That is lovely. And that is the end of the first half. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Inter Milan are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And so the action is resumed. Zielinski. Fernandez. And here's Yamal. Gavi finding himself in space. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Francesco Esposito shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. We were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Inter Milan are having a ball here. And this is Mkhitaryan. Oh, super ball. Decent chance! It's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. The ball has bounced loose now. Big chance! Bisek.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Balde promptly onto that, and that is that. Fernandez.
This is the time you need that pace.
He has found the way through. He's had a shot!
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 22. Lascia il campo per il numero 14.
Has a look and plays it forward. Nice physical challenge. And here's Yamal. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Rashford.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Rashford. Passes short and sharp. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Looking for a run. Francesco Esposito! Gavi. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Rashford. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Sommer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And here's Rashford. It's run loose here. Pedri. Oh, nice touch. And he is deftly away.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fernandez. That is a great pick out. Yamal.
Yamal! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Pedri, Rashford. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Looking tidy in possession here.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Seleksi. He's found a way through, and the shot! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 94.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Numero 10. Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Hangs in a cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. Fernandez. Can he spark a counter here? Now that's well seen too. And time is up. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Thuram gleefully reminding us of what a superb day he's had at the office. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Inter definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.